Hey, what's up guys? This is Jedith, and this video is going to be going over some major UI changes that I've made recently. I've been using Preach's UI, or a version of Preach's UI, for the past 4 years. I've made my own changes to it, and I made it available for you all to download through my Discord. Now, you may or may not know that Preach doesn't really play World of Warcraft anymore. He's pretty deep into Final Fantasy XIV, and by the looks of it, he very well may not be coming back for Dragonflight, which means the UI likely will not get updated. So I wanted to explore my options out there, and I found one that I really like. I've been using it for a few days now, and it's actually incredible. It's like so much more than just a UI. It's not just making your game look a little bit different. It's a whole suite of tools that can help you become a better player. So before I jump into showing you this, I just want to let you guys know that I stream on Twitch multiple days a week. Link to that will be in the description below. Also, you can check out the Discord. Like I mentioned, we have a great community over in the Discord. You can always go over there and ask questions about whatever you want. You know, Havoc, Demon Hunter, World of Warcraft, I don't know, life in general. We have a great community over there. Come be a part of it. You won't regret it. And one last plug, I do have a Patreon that you can check out. Link for that will be in the description as well. If you sign up to it, there's a whole bunch of perks. You can get access to some of these videos early. You can get access to scripts or notes that I write for these videos. So, you know, if you're not quite understanding something, you can take a look at the notes and maybe it'll help you comprehend it a bit better. There are things there where you can actually get access to very special merch that's not available anywhere else. You can also sign up for like stream coaching if you're a streamer and you need some help. I'd be more than happy to help you out with that. But yeah, head over to the Patreon, go check it out. There's a bunch of cool things there. Also, like if you just want to support me, the best way that you can do that is through Patreon, because, you know, all the money that you put forth, pretty much most of it, if not all of it, goes right into my pockets, which at that point, you know, I take that money, I put it back into this content to make better videos, better streams, all that type of stuff. So link to that Patreon will be in the description. So yeah, let's hop over to this UI and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here we are in the game, and this is what the new UI looks like. This is Now's UI. If you guys don't know who Now is, he has played in Echo, he has played in Limit, and yeah, he's a great player, and he has his own UI that you can get, and he updates it very frequently. But yeah, the main thing about this, like I've mentioned earlier, is that it's not just kind of an LVUI import to make it look a little bit different. This is a whole installer that comes with so many different things, like I said, that you can use to become a better player. So I'll show you right now what the installer looks like. When you first install it, you get this. And this is the kind of like installer wizard. And you have all these different things that you can import profiles for, that he uses and that you can now use to get, you know, certain information. So when you install this UI, it installs all these add-ons for you. It gives you all the weak ores that you need. It gives you so many things. So you can install the layouts. He has layouts for DPS and tank, healer. And now when we're talking about layouts, these are kind of what I was talking about previously, just like the sort of LVUI profiles, right? It's like what you see on your screen. But then, like I said, there's also things like bigwigs. So you can import his bigwigs profile and you get all of the bigwigs alerts. The positioning of the timers and the bars are just like he has them. Everything that he has sort of optimized on his end, you can now get and import into your setup. He also has details, layouts, and kind of profiles that you can install for details. So you can see here I'm using his. We got damage down here. This is kind of the bottom one is the current segment, and then we have overall on the top segment. You can change these to be whatever you want. They're basically two windows, so you can set to whatever you prefer. There's also Exorcist raid tools, which is now method raid tools, obviously, but again, you can upload and import his profiles for that. Gotta Go Fast is basically his Mythic Plus keystone timer thing. We have Plater too. Now, Plater is a big thing. This is super important, and I'm still getting used to this, but I can totally see the value in learning how to use Plater. It's crazy, guys. So what Plater does is it replaces basically enemy nameplates in the game. So you'll notice that they look a little bit different here. And you can customize this completely to your liking, but you're going to probably install Now's profile, and he has certain color codes for different mobs that he's kind of preset in his profiles. So say you're in a Mythic Plus dungeon, maybe I'll put some footage up of this so you can see it. Kind of insignificant mobs are going to have red nameplates. There are going to be kind of a lighter blue one. So mobs with light blue nameplates, those are mobs that you have to either interrupt or stun or, you know, pay a little bit more attention to. Then there's also going to be mobs with purple nameplates. Purple indicates that like those are mobs you need to kill ASAP, as soon as you can. And then also mobs, if they have like an orange nameplate, those are mobs that are currently being tanked by like, you know, a shaman's earth elemental or, you know, druid's treants or whatever. So yeah, so that's the color coding that he has set out. You can also see that if we get near this mob, I just have my soulbind, that it's putting this debuff on, but it shows it right above the nameplate. We'll put Sinful Brand on here. You can see Sinful Brand above the nameplate, debuff, and time on it. It's super, super useful. Now, the other thing that it shows is, again, I'll try to find some footage that I can put up so you can see this. Basically, when an enemy is casting a spell or an ability, it will show like who it's being targeted on. So, for example, if you're in Theater of Pain and you're about to get chopped by one of the, you know, the abomination mobs in there, you'll see that it's coming because you'll be able to see that that enemy is targeting you and you're about to get chopped. So, like in my case, I could pop Blur right before it lands. You know, I can preemptively use a defensive and better survive that hit, all because I have that information easily displayed to me right in front of my eyes. I don't have to go looking, you know, at my like target window and try to see, you know, where it's being, you know, who it's targeting, or try to like see which way the mob is facing and take a wild guess. It's right on top of the nameplate. Same goes with like casters. If an enemy is casting on you, you'll be able to see that on the nameplate. So Plater is just super, super useful. And again, it's such like a, it's one of those add-ons that you can modify to, you know, as far as you want. You can do so many things with Plater. You know, you might open it up and get super overwhelmed. You know, I haven't really delved into this as much as I could, but there's so many things you can do in here that it's pretty unreal. So it comes with Plater. You get Now's profile for Plater. Pretty sweet. And what else is here? You get weak auras. So when you install this UI, you get all of his weak auras as well. You can see how many there are here. So many weak auras. It's insane. You'll get all these generic ones. So these are all just little things that tell you, you know, when things are happening. When you get misdirect, durability low, health stones, files, battle res, etc., etc. You got your aura bar here. So this is going to show you when you get buffs from your soul binds, trinkets, etc. Like these are all sort of just like the generic miscellaneous ones. There are also weak aura bars for, weak aura layouts for every class and spec. You can see the one I have here in the middle is the Havoc Demon Hunter one. I really like it. It shows the Fury bar right in the middle with the number to indicate how much Fury you have. All of your abilities down here. It actually does a really good job at tracking your buffs as well. So it'll show Immolation Aura right there, right easy. It's right in the center, super easy to see. It'll show your demonic time. It's really nice. You know, you can pop Blur, you'll see your blur time there. Right now I'm using Demon Blades, just, you know, to show you something, but it shows your swing timer here. Not completely necessary, but kind of cool to see. And yeah, say I wanted to use like, I don't know, Netherwalk. It shows your Netherwalk buff time right there. It's really handy. I really like it. Also here under the nameplate, it'll show like how many DPS pots you have, how many health pots you have, if you have your health stone. Yeah, it's really, really cool. So it has those for every class and spec. There's also this here. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? buff tracker. Is that it? Yeah. So this one, when you start a Mythic Plus or you go into a dungeon and you're missing like some consumables on you, like say you forgot to put a armor kit on, this will be flashing up here. It'll tell you that you need to put that armor kit on, or if you need to eat some food. Really nice reminders to have there. It has a interrupt tracker. There's so many good things in here, guys. It has all the Mythic Plus alerts that you need. Like literally everything. Anything that you would ever need for Mythic Plus. It has a quaking timer. Literally everything. We also got, there's ones for Legion too, for Legion dungeons, which will be super useful in Season 4 when we have to do Karazhan. Let's see what else. We got all the raid ones as well. Sanctum of Domination, Sepulchre, absolutely everything you'll ever need. So those are all the weak auras you get with that. And then of course you can also, upload whatever weak auras that you have that you'd also want, but pretty much you're going to get everything you need there. There's also OmniCD. Again, maybe I'll put some footage up to show this, but basically what it does is when you're in a Mythic Plus dungeon, you'll see your group party on the left-hand side, and beside their frames, it'll show all of their cooldowns. So you can track what cooldowns your party has at that moment. So you can see if someone else in your group has a cooldown available that they can use. So, say somebody in your group dies, like the hunter, for example, and they're like, oh, I used all my defensives. I could have lived. You can be that guy. You can be like, well, you still had turtle. And yeah, so you use the installer and it gets all that stuff for you. And yeah, guys, it's pretty good. For me, it took a little bit of getting used to mostly because of the nameplates. I found that a little jarring at first. I did make a couple tweaks myself to the overall UI. Normally my bars down here, if you install this, your bars will be hidden. I turned my bars back on. I installed a couple more weak auras that I needed for my class and spec, like the Sinful Brand I-beam tracker. I put the stat display down here, the cash trinket timer. Yeah, I just put a few extra weak auras that I needed. And yeah, so this is what I'm using now. No pun intended. But yeah, this is what I'm experimenting with. I'm not 100% sold on it. I'm going to keep using it. But if you guys want to get this yourself, you can go to Now's Twitch and you'll find the link there. You do have to sub to him on Twitch, okay? I will let you know that ahead of time. If you want to get this, you do have to sub to him. It is, in a private channel in his Discord. But hey, for whatever it is, $4.99, I think it's a pretty good deal. You get a whole suite of things, and it's totally worth the money. So yeah, there it is, guys. There is the new UI that I'm playing with. If you guys want to see me use this live on stream, link will be in the description. Give this video a like if you found it useful. Sub to the YouTube channel, and yeah, join the Discord, check out the Patreon, all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.